So from my perspective, the two areas that cause this inefficiency or the cost of investigations going up are, one is the volume of data, the growth of electronic information in an organization is exponential. The digital transformation of the ability to talk to a customer, the ability of chat messages and WebEx communications for employees, the user experience for customers with apps, all that information that's being stored on the back end in companies causes a wealth of disparate types of data and content of data that's growing in an organization. So when an investigation kicks in, to understand where to fact find efficiently across that data set is a monumental task. And two, without understanding or having a governance framework, every time you have an investigation, you're recreating the wheel and understanding the data for a specific issue. Whereas if you have a governance policy, you understand the data, you understand the controls around that data, you classify that data as soon as it's created in an organization, you start making decisions on the data preemptively before an investigation happens. If you're able to harness the information from one investigation into the next investigation, wouldn't that be valuable? Wouldn't it be helpful to know that you've already mapped the data that relates to all your ERP environment or your payroll systems or your general ledger that talks about payments to third parties, the things that typically get involved in an investigation for a company, you start learning behavior about yourself. So once you start understanding your unique processes, you understand your unique compliance requirements, you start seeing a pattern in your investigations. When you can start harnessing that information about the decisions based on the data that was collected in the first investigation, the type of analysis that was used, the decisions made by investigators and lawyers, if you can store that information rather than recreating that wheel every time, you can start using the benefits of AI and machine learning to make the downstream investigations further, more efficient. You can get intelligence on your data before an investigation starts to see if it's worth going through the effort of an investigation. You can start thinking about joining unstructured communications with structured data to make sure that you're really getting to the fact as fast as possible and most efficiently as possible.